Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Back for some more lives. Yeah, last night I worked like 4 hours overtime, so it was it was never going to happen last night. I was absolutely pooped after work, and yeah, went straight to bed, and then woke up and pretty much had to do it all over again. So yeah, home at a reasonable time tonight. So back to two beers. So the first one I'm going to do is called Hell's Bells, the good old Akadaka song. Be good to have it playing in the background right now. It's an XPA, 5%, and okay. So internet issues, great. So yeah, as I was saying, Hell's Bells XPA at 5% by Bells Beach Brewing out of Torquay, which is Victoria's surf coast, not far from Geelong. On the back, it says, brewed in honour of the 2020 Bells Beach Rip Curl Pro, which was killed off by the pandemic. As Aussie as the competition it honours, brewed with all Aussie malt and hops, this XBA is extra pale, extra hoppy, and extra refreshing. And then their motto is where thirst follows surf. So yeah, I've done a few beers of theirs on the channel. They can be hit and miss at times. For example, I did one recently with Dollar Bill, and it was like an IPA with, like raspberry and hibiscus or something, and it just didn't hit. But I've got my Carlin Sellers glass, and obviously, first beer for the night, first beer for a couple of days actually. Cheers to the chat. We've got Joey and Trilby just joined in. Good to see you, boys. So I was just saying, I bloody was meant to be home last night at 9 p.m. Didn't finish work till 1 a.m. and had no idea I was going to be there that late. I don't mind doing overtime occasionally, but 4 hours at night time's pretty rough. Cheers, Bill. Good to see you, mate. Nah, it's Hell's Bells, brother. Akadaka. I'll pour a bit more. So it pours like a light straw colour. Looks a bit darker in the camera. There we go. That's pretty accurate. Like light straw. You can practically see through it. There's a little bit of chill haze. I would say 3 to 4 finger head. White foamy. Light carbonation and light body. Let's go a whiff. Yeah, it does look very light. It is only a 5% pale though, so yeah, boy. Who'd you see? Reel off some names. Come on. I'm getting a slight touch of pine and grass, orange and lemon. That's about it. Yeah, exactly. A junior beer. Doesn't say what hops are in this, but it is one. It is a core range beer of theirs. I'm pretty sure Bells Beach have about maybe 7 or so core range beers, and this is one of them. I wish I was, but I'm not. IPA light, yeah. XPAs are pretty much, they're sort of like in between a pale and an IPA. It's pretty much just a super hoppy pale. But half the time it's like not even extra hoppy. I reckon it was just an excuse for Australia to come up with their own style. Yeah, there's just not much to it on the nose. I would say like a biscuity malt, slightly like grainy. But yeah, I'm just not getting too much sort of fruit flavour. And yeah, the pine and the grass and that, like it's very subtle. Let's hope it's got more on the palate than on the nose. Cheers, guys. Bit more piney than I expected, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, I feel like it's like pithy orange, maybe like lemon zest. It's a very light body and very light mouthfeel. Definitely a crusher. It'd be the sort of beer if you went to like a gig, you could smash a heap of these and it would be appropriate with its name. What's the matter, Jackie boy? Come down here, buddy. Come on. Up. Madness, block party, keep capiche. Abode more. Very well. Good. I'm fucking sick of all that shit. If only they fucked them off out of Australia, but I feel like the government pays them to do it. You know it. Yeah. Disco, did you happen to get a bottle of that Abbott's beer? Yeah, no sweetness at all. It's just got this like piney, grassy, earthy sort of thing with a slight touch of sort of pith and tartness from fruit. And yeah, it's just like a very light, basic sort of biscuity malt and grainy. So yeah, you're getting no sweetness at all. If it wasn't for the sort of bitter and dry, like hop, like the pininess and that you're getting from it, it'd be a very boring beer. The two boys will be at it again. No, he's sooking in the background. I don't know what's happened. I reckon one day when I wasn't home, I reckon he's jumped up on the bed and got caught in the doona cover or something, and probably had a bad fall. And now every time he jumps up and down on the bed, he sooks, and it's like ridiculous because he's got like, as far as dogs go, he's got like a really good leap, and now he like sooks about a tiny little fucking 50 centimeter jump. I can't leap anymore. I'm sad. Up you get, bro. Come on. Up here. Wait. Up. Up, mate. Quick. Yeah, when I got home at fucking whatever time, yes, like this morning, I think the dogs thought I must have pissed off to the city because I was gone for so long. Yeah. In the year 2050, no one will drink because they won't be able to afford it. If the prices keep going the way they are. The only people that will drink will be like doctors and accountants. And miners. Yeah, I've brewed in the past, Bill. I just don't brew these days because where I live, I just don't have the setup for it. Plus, I don't really have the time. I mean, if I didn't do YouTube, I would have the time, but I'm always doing overtime. I walk to and from work, so I'm pretty much gone for fucking 13, 14 hours a lot of days. And then, yeah, obviously, because I live alone, I'm always like shopping and cooking and doing chores as well. It's just fucking busy life. I really enjoyed brewing when I did it, but yeah, it's just not the right time for me right now. Cheers, Truby. Cool. I love The Office. It was great. Yeah. Yep. And when I did it too, my equipment was very simple. I feel like you need to spend a fair bit of cash to be able to do what you really want. I mean, it's hard too when you got an advanced palate and you're used to drinking really fucking good beers and that. And then, yeah, when you're brewing yourself and a lot of them just don't turn out how you want them to. And it's like, why am I wasting my money when I can just buy beers that I know that are fucking decent? There's a bit of that as well. I could make a beer as good as this, though. I know that much. Now, I don't know what it is with this brewery. They sort of get a bit of like hype every now and then, but they're no way near as good as a lot of breweries out there. I've heard one of the guys that runs it or is high up there is pretty arrogant as well. Yeah, exactly. He's got it all set up exactly how he wants it. And that's the beauty of owning your own house, like, and you've got your own sort of allocated space for it. There's just no point me doing anything like that because I rent and I don't know how long I'm going to be in this house for. It's like, yeah, a small cottage house too with a shed that's sort of, it does have a proper shed, but it's a little sketchy. Like, if you had valuable stuff out there, it'd be a bit of a worry. Plus, yeah, it's like the sort of shed that it's not really warm and inviting. So yeah, after this one, I've got a Verdant beer, an IPA called Gardens of Narrative, and it's Centennial, Equinox, and Mosaic on both the hot and cold side. 6.5%. It's one of the ones that Phil sent me. I think I've got that and a Pilsner left as far as the Verdants go. And the Abbott's beer and the Milk Stout by Black Sheep. Yeah. See, my shed, it's just sort of like, I don't know, it just comes across as like run down, and it's not. It just looks like the sort of thing that was built by someone that's not a very good builder anyway. It was probably built by the landlord because he thinks he's a handyman. He's not. And there's just a lot of gaps and space where weather can get through and birds, and yeah, I just wouldn't trust it to be a nice sort of environment where you could set up like furniture and sit out there, and plus the neighbours that are on that side of fuckwits as well. I'd love to be able to live somewhere where I could sit outside and do reviews. That'd be cool. The closest place I've got to do it, like here, to be able to still use the internet would be on the front porch. But yeah, the sound would just be like the neighbours would be able to hear every single thing I'd say. So I don't really want to do it. Kind of janky. Good call. So yeah, yesterday I was sort of keen for a beer, but yeah, we hadn't even done our last part of the day, like that normally takes 2 or 3 hours, and like the clock was we're already gone into overtime, so I knew it was going to be a real late one. I thought maybe midnight, but yeah, 1 o'clock. It's like fucking hell, 4 hours overtime. At least the pay will be all right next week. So how was everyone's weekend? Mine was pretty quiet. Yeah. I need to get my ute going again. Get out in the road, and I'd love to be able to show people like the nearby forest and the beaches and stuff like that. It's one thing that's been shit about walking everywhere and not driving. It's like it doesn't worry me as far as getting to and from work. I don't mind the walking, but it's when I want to get out and do shit and there's no like public transport. I know the dogs hate not being able to go to all these places we used to go to. They loved it when we used to get in the ute and go to the forest. Fucking loved it heaps. One of them's looking at me now, going, "When are we going to do that again, you fucker?" Yeah, and I'm in an area that's like within like half an hour of me. There's just so many like attractions that are like world renowned. Cheers, Evie. It's like you, Bill. You're in like a really cool area, and you sort of take it for granted when like you've lived there all your life. I did have my dinner, Evie. I had some noodles actually, like a stir fry sort of thing. For lunch I had KFC. I was like, I had a heap of shit on this morning, and because I did a heap of overtime last night, I didn't have time to organise anything to eat. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get KFC before work because that'll fill me up. Like it's a massive feed. I got to work, I was so bloated. And then, yeah, just worked through and then, yeah, had like stir fry noodles sort of later on in the night. I do feel a bit hungry now, but yeah, see how we go. I might even have some soup and toast or something. Cheers, Yaska. Good to see you, brother. I checked out your channel, watched the first couple of your vids. It's good to see you, dude. I'm in a tired, slightly run down, slightly, I don't know what I'm certainly not my vibrant, happy self. I'm just like a little bit tired, a little bit sort of antsy. You know how it is when you've been working hard and you're tired. But yeah, we all go through those stages. I think after one more beer, I'll feel good. Yeah. Well, one of my workmates, he reckons he has drone footage of the kangaroos on his farm, and he's trying to find it for me because I was telling him how, yeah, like so, I was telling him how I was telling the community here that, yeah, kangaroos just pop up on people's farms, and people are like, "Oh, that's awesome! I want to see a photo of it." So yeah, he's trying to find this footage from his drone. He reckons he's got footage where he's flying over the top and the kangaroos are all just hanging where he's like cows and shit are. That'd be pretty cool footage. Need a big kiss. So yeah, I've already finished the beer, guys, just as you got here, but I'm going to do another one. So yeah, the reason I wasn't here last night or the night before I'd done reviews earlier in the day and I was quite sleepy that night. But then last night I ended up doing 4 hours overtime. I was meant to finish work at 9 o'clock at night and I didn't get out till 1 a.m. So I was absolutely fucked. But yeah, this is the beer I've just done. Nothing exciting. It's just a basic, like, pale ale style beer. But yeah, I'm going to do a Verdant IPA afterwards. So come and check us out on that one when I go over there. I'd love to have I've got huge trees in my backyard and they're the sort of trees that koalas could live in. It'd be fucking unreal if I woke up one day and there was a koala there and it just like hung out there all the time. I don't know how the dogs would go though. Yeah, so it's by Bells Beach Brewing out of Torquay. Bells Beach is the famous surf beach on the Victoria Surf Coast. You even hear it in Point Break. They talk about Bells Beach. But yeah, so that this is just their basic core range sort of XPA, which is a sort of cross between an IPA and a pale. It's yeah, nothing special. I just wanted to revisit it, and yeah, it's very sort of subtle. There's not much to it. Just got a real basic sort of biscuity, grainy base. And yeah, not much sort of fruit note, just like slight pine, slight grassy, slight citrus. It's the sort of beer you could crush, like you'd have a few of them and get a bit of a buzz on, and they're easy to drink, but yeah, just not very exciting. I'd probably score it a see, back in the day, I probably would have given this 4 out of 5, but I just don't think it sort of deserves that sort of score. It's probably more of like a 3.8, something like that, just because it doesn't have much going on. They say it's very hoppy and extra hoppy and that, but yeah, it doesn't really produce the goods. The old hot tub stream. I'd be able to do that if I still was in contact with my family. I believe they've got a big hot tub. But yeah. Yeah, that'd be funny. I'd love to do a stream. I've always always wanted a hammock in the backyard hanging from one tree to another. And I wanted to get like a real big industrial size one, so like me and the dogs could lay on it all at once. How fucking funny would it be if there's a stream and it's like me and the dogs laying down on the hammock and I've just got like the phone above us, like just looking up. That'd be funny as fuck. So yeah, might wrap this one up, guys. Hit the old thumbs up if you can. And yeah, come and join us for the next one. I'm keen for another beer, so I'm like, let's get out of here and start a newie. So yeah, this is the one I'm doing next. Should be good. So yeah, cheers to everyone that's popped in, and yeah, if you come over to the next, we'll see you there. If not, we'll see you whenever we see you. Cheers, guys.